And I'm not going to say anything negative to someone else on the team.
Correct.
Like,
No.
I'm not going to be, no, I'm just, I know they're capable of doing that. And guess what? When they kick the game winner, I don't be running up and hugging them. That's your job.
You did your job.
You don't have to come over here and shake my hand when I do something either, but we got a job to do. I believe they outplayed them. Now, Pittsburgh played a good game, but they're really limited without DK Metcalf. Like, Minnesota didn't have more talent than anyone. They won 14 games. Now, did they finish the season away? No. But he goes to Seattle, a whole new outfit. Seattle does not have superior personnel over everyone in the NFC. I do it different. J.J. McCarthy, yeah, I know I drafted in the first round, but sometimes in this league, there are extenuating circumstances. And that, to me, it shows that Vikings, ultimately, they didn't believe that Sam Darnold could continue to grow levels, or they decided that this other money we're going to put around the rest of the team and J.J. McCarthy, because we got some high-priced players. Let's go with this, with him being on his rookie contract.
All right, guys, welcome to Fully Loaded episode 81. I am Sean Mike. He is Chris Carter. How you doing, brother?
Good, dog. How we doing, man?
Good, man. You busy? Running around, making shit happen.
Yes, I'm busy. But listen,
What?
take my advice. If you're out there, don't take Chris Carter's betting advice. All right, these games and everything, like, I don't know enough football. All right.
Hey, don't take nobody's. They don't know either, man. I tried everybody's advice. Ain't none of it worked. I tried that guy. I tried Hall of Famer. I tried the guy in the street. Ain't nobody knows.
I'm just honest.
No, I know you are. Nobody, but you were. Hey, but I did load up against Tech because they weren't going to move the football zone. But anyway, well, hey, let's start with this. Is a great theme because you hate kickers. Did you watch the entire game last night, the Steelers and the Ravens?
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect setup, right?
Perfect setup. So he missed an extra point. They miss a field goal. The Pittsburgh Steelers and Aaron Rodgers are now in the playoffs. And the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson are not in the playoffs. Lamar Jackson was 11-18, 230 yards, 3 touchdowns, interception. Derrick Henry ran for 126 yards. Aaron Rodgers, 31 of 47, 294, 1 touchdown. No picks. They did it without Metcalf. Let's see what your guy got. What did he get? Marcus, he got 5 receptions, 34 yards. Big day for him, 7 targets. But
I mean, with their personnel to be able to win that game against Baltimore and the way they won it, I mean, it's really, really crazy. And it's just so unpredictable. Baltimore, legendary, kicking, one of the best all-time kickers. They got off of him. He had some stuff off the field, domestic-wise, that they decided. And he wasn't quite as accurate as he had been. But if he didn't have the stuff off the field, that doesn't occur. They're not used to losing that way.
correct.
I believe they outplayed them. Now, Pittsburgh played a good game, but they're really limited without DK Metcalf.
Right.
So to be able to win that game by Pittsburgh with Aaron Rodgers, throwing the game winner. And I listened to the interview, and he was communicating how, him and the backup receiver came up with it because they did a trips formation, 3 receivers to the field, and he was on the backside. And Aaron had kind of asked him what he wanted to run and everything. And Aaron was like, kind of saying, he wasn't like a diva receiver saying, man, run anything. I can run this one, I run this one. He was like, he was like,
I can do this.
Yeah, so they came up with, man, run a stutter and go on it. And Aaron said it was too easy. That's the way he explained it. So
Well, the guy did fall down.
right. So after the way that, they've struggled, and in this game, the way they protected him and allowed him the opportunity to be able to drive the ball late, you don't know the other kicker's going to miss it. But for Aaron Rodgers, I am happy because what we've seen the end of the last 3 seasons has not gone well for him.
Correct.
And in the NFL, what makes it hard, like boxing, you cannot, unless you're doing some of that other stuff that it's already prearranged.
The fights where it's already set up.
Yeah.
You know who's going to win beforehand?
You have no exit strategy in the NFL. There is no way to get out. Mm-hmm. It's hard to get in and it's hard to get out. Typically, you get knocked out. To see him be able to get through that, win the division at this point in his career, after all the stuff they went through this offseason, Mike Tomlin, that atmosphere, it's that's the kind of stuff the Pittsburgh Steelers have done for a long, long time. And it's good to see, and Baltimore had to be on the other end of it, but it's good to see that type of competitive game in that series. It's one of the most fierce rivalries.
No doubt about it.
But guess what? Aaron Rodgers, you win that. You're not going to Disney World. No. You got Houston coming to town. Okay?
Yeah, and that defense.
Oh, yes.
From that defense.
Oh, yeah. So rest up, ice up.
Now, do you think they were starting during the game that if they didn't win and didn't make the playoffs, they thought he would have a hard time retiring? You think regardless of how it works out with Houston?
No, I think this was it. Like he knew it was it. And I think he's seen enough other guys to know that. And there hadn't been a whole bunch of teams wanting him in this offseason. Who do you have this offseason? Who could he?
That's what
the Jets made him pay for the private jet, come out, and then they cut him. Hey, you could have done this, man, all kinds of way. Email. You could have carrier pigeon.
Something like, plenty of options. Well, maybe one or two. Like, he knows.
Maybe the Vikings, like it was like, J.J. McCarthy, like they didn't want to say it, but they were thinking about it.
Yeah.
So there wasn't a whole bunch of options. So to me, this got to be it.
Well, and I left talk about jinxing the kicker. Right before he kicked, if you heard him, if you listened to it, my man's like, they flew all over the country, went to all these college kickers, found a guy they thought could take the pressure. The kid kicks it, boots it, and shanks it.
Yes.
Like, how do you miss that?
Well, I'm going to tell you because there's too many people that talk about stuff they don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay. Because I don't know.
I don't know how you get to that moment. And the thing about it, it's not only sports, it's all kinds of stuff where you get to that moment and you think that you've trained yourself and everyone thinks they're that guy, that girl, I'm that guy. And then all of a sudden you find out, man, I'm very normal. Like this is that guy. Like I had not planned on this. That's what I do know. As much as I am disappointed, every kicker, every person I've ever talked to, every time I've experienced it, that was not the plan.
No, and it wasn't close either.
No.
Like he didn't just miss it.
No.
Like the Steelers kick was weird.
Now that is the thing that's amazing.
Yeah.
In those type of situations, how many of them, even some short ones, drastically missed.
Yeah. That wasn't close.
And then that lets you know, like, pressure is real.
Yeah.
And it makes people feel different types of way. And for me, when you're talking about an athletic event like that, which has so much to do with physical, neuromuscular, all types of stuff, central nervous system, and when you put that type of pressure on the least athletic person in an athletic event,
Now I was thinking about it.
Let me just imagine that.
I can't imagine it. Literally. I was literally trying to think to myself, the dude come over to one of the linemen, just tapped him on the helmet, walked away. I'm thinking,
right.
What does that dude
There's really isn't no other sport like, because even like a relief pitcher, like he can come in and get bombed and everything.
But he's a dude. He's an athlete. He's as athletic as all that. He's a dude.
Yes.
So you take a dude who ain't really a dude, you put him in, you all bust your ass all game long, dude's over there bleeding, dying.
Right, because even if they grew up playing some other type of sport where they were kicking the ball.
Yeah, soccer.
They didn't have the same type of teammates.
No. No. Football team don't look like a soccer team. No. So let me ask you, what happens when he walks in the locker room? Because I'm just kidding. That was
Listen, I just go back to old school, what my mom taught me as a little jit. You don't have nothing good to say, shut your mouth.
Does everybody do that, though?
In most instances now, because you know they're one of your teammates and you try to rally around them. But for me, I'm going to rally around them by not saying anything negative. And I'm not going to say anything negative to someone else on the team.
Correct.
Like, no. I'm not going to be – no, I'm just – I know they're capable of doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be shocked. And guess what? When they kick the game winner, I don't be running up and hugging them.
Okay.
That's your job.
You did your job.
You don't have to come over here and shake my hand when I do something either, but we got a job to do.
Correct.
I that's the way I emotionally am able to balance that and reconcile. You're going to have a lot of guys on that roster that you are not going to be close with, but we are all committed to the same cause.
Right.
And I can do that.
Got it. What Steelers and Houston, they got any shot?
No, they have a shot. I mean, DK Metcalf's coming back. But Houston is not the team that that I'm playing against.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jacksonville, I think, won 8 in a row. Mm-hmm. Houston won 9 in a row.
Yeah, Houston on fire.
9 games in a row in the NFL?
And the defense is nasty.
No, you've gone undefeated for 2.5 months, bro, with all these injuries. And they weren't getting great quarterback play. No, I wouldn't want to play Houston.
No. Okay.
No.
Okay. Another team that made that after all the mess and the Saints, what happened with the Buccaneers, with the Falcons, Tampa 8-9 in a great rock fight beat the Panthers 8-9, 16-14, gave themselves a shot. Bucks did, but Falcons give the Panthers a division because of the game. Mayfield 16-22, 203 yards, touchdown, interception. Tight end Cade Otton, 7 receptions, 94 yards, touchdown for the Bucks. Bucks held the Panthers to 19 yards rushing, difference in the game. And Bryce Young tried to lead another comeback. Young was 24-35, 264, 2 touchdowns, interception. What do you think about the Panthers and them entering the playoffs?
Well, I think this is the first time that they won the division.
Okay.
In 10 years. So when you look at Bryce Young, number 1 draft pick, they traded up in the draft to Bill Gibbons. They didn't even have a draft first-round pick last year. He's in his 3rd year. He gets you a division title, gets you into the playoffs, and you can see, I think, in 3 years, he's been through 3 coaches. Like, don't overreact, because there was another team very, very close to here that you are fond of and spend a lot of resources to be not entertained by them.
Yes.
But
Yes.
in the 3rd year, man, Tua was really nice.
He was.
Miami
For a minute.
Miami made the playoffs, which in turn led them to ultimately overreact and give him that $200 million.
Yeah.
Like, to me, Carolina, you are on the right path. Yeah. Ownership's doing all the right moves. Not as involved out front as they were before. I think the head coach has gotten it right. What he did with Baker Mayfield, you can see some of those things matriculating there in Carolina. So I do like the fact getting into the playoffs, the way they got in. I don't care. I mean, we won more games than the Saints, won more games than Tampa, head-to-head, all those things. So we deserve to be in there. So I think the franchise is headed, in the right direction.
Okay, but not to overreact.
Don't overreact.
Don't go crazy.
Don't go crazy.
Let's just keep moving.
And he's still a small guy.
Correct.
Like, he didn't get taller since y'all drafted him.
No. And you ain't a fan of little quarterbacks.
No.
All right. The 14-3 Seahawks beat the 12-6 Niners at home 13-3. They get the number 1 seed in the NFC. Niners are second wild card, number 6 seed. Darnold, 20-26, 198 yards, no touchdowns, but no interceptions. Seahawks defense held the Niners to 3 points, 180 total yards. Purdy was 19-27 for 127. McCaffrey was held to 23 yards. What do you think about both these teams entering the playoffs?
Well, more importantly, it's been a great year for San Francisco given their injuries. Okay. For them to get into the wild card, have the run, and also you've seen Brock Purdy with a lack of weapons that he's had throughout his career. Like, he really performed. Like, he, in certain instances, he responded, as a franchise quarterback compared to being just a game manager, because they've been so talented throughout his tenure there. So this is the least talented team that he was on, and he didn't shrink down. I believe that he stepped up. Ultimately, McCaffrey, someone had to be able to shut him down. They keyed on him, was able to do that. But for them to get in the playoffs, great job by their front office replacing all their – they got key Pro Bowl players out for the season for them to still get into the playoffs. Kyle Shanahan and his staff, they're always one of the best, that you have in the league. Seattle, what they're doing, short turnaround for that coach McDonald in the 2nd year. You got to like what they decided to do at franchise. Their quarterback, Sam Darnold. What they decided to do, who was going to be the franchise? Traded Geno Smith away, went and got Sam Darnold, got him on a very manageable contract, knowing that defense he was going to be around was going to be nice and salty. Because when you look at the numbers of Sam Darnold, you're like, wow, okay, the numbers weren't overwhelming. But the way he managed the game, and when he had to have it, 3rd down in the 4th quarter, he makes that big throw to keep that momentum so they're able to win. Now, a dangerous team, two wins and they're in the Super Bowl. Like, you're talking about one of the toughest places to play. They're going to get the bye week. That defense, to me, a lot like Houston, structured a little bit different as far as their talent, more unknowns. A lot of people don't know about Seattle's defense. And at some point, you have to have a different argument about these quarterbacks. Sam Darnold, can he do it? I mean, 2 seasons in a row. He's not on the best team in the NFL, but he won 14 games.
Right.
Like, Minnesota didn't have more talent than anyone. They won 14 games. Now, did they finish the season way? No. But he goes to Seattle. A whole new outfit. Seattle does not have superior personnel over everyone in the NFC. And they win 14 games? So, to me, if the Vikings win last year, the last game of the season, they have home field game. They get a bye. All those things. Now we're going to go to C. And I believe that Seattle's defense is better than the Vikings' defense was last year. And I do believe that Sam Darnold going through that experience is really going to help him. And we have so many marquee quarterbacks that are out of the playoffs. Like, if I'm Seattle, I'm a fan of Seattle, I'm very excited. I mean, this is your first real Super Bowl opportunity, since, like, beast mode.
Yeah. No doubt about it.
Like, this is real.
It was crazy is I think Shanahan had said this game is more important than next week. But it's like, had they won, they'd have gone nowhere in the playoffs. They'd have sat home, and then the Super Bowl's at home. How does that drop from 1 to, like, how does that emotionally?
Well, the thing about you know that Seattle's a good football team. You match up well against them. And that's why it's important not to get too far ahead of yourself. Like, be where your feet are. Yeah. Like, we need to win this game for a variety of reasons. But when we start the season, it's win the division. Okay, so we're in week number 18, game 17, and we can win a game at home to send us. And it just happened Super Bowl's here this year. That's just coincidental.
100%.
But they were not the favorite. They did not have the type of personnel. The way for them to get the Super Bowl, to me, the only way was to have the bye, be limited, and be able to play at home until they get to Santa Clara. But it didn't work out that way.
But it is funny from the unknown standpoint because everybody I don't know nothing either. But everybody's like, can't believe the Seahawks are giving 2.5 to the Niners at home last game of the season. It's like, dude, Seattle's a good football team. A good football team. But like you said, a lot of dudes, a lot of people don't know of. Jaguars, who are a really good football team, 13-4, beat the 3-14 Titans 41-7. Jags clinched AFC South for their 3rd division win in the last 4 years. They're the number 3 seed. They'll host the Bills. Jags topped a dozen wins for only 2nd time in the history, and they've now won 8 straight. Trevor Lawrence, 22 of 30, 255, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Set a team record with 38 total touchdowns rushing and passing. Breaks Blake Bortles' record of 37. What do you think about the Jaguars heading into the playoffs, and what do you think about the Titans season with Cam and how that all worked out?
Well, let's go Cam first, Tennessee. They do have their franchise quarterback. He has found out, like all the other guys, you don't know what you don't know. There's a reason why these teams are selected at the front. And it's not just talent. A lot of times those first 5 picks are historically the same teams. They got bad decision makers. They don't have the best scouting department. Like, there's a reason why. Like, they're selecting like that. And he went to Miami, played the year, was kind of, their franchise guy, NIL and everything. When you come to NFL, you take over NFL, it is not the same. Like, it is not the same. And they got good players in Tennessee, but they don't have enough of them.
Correct.
And he found that out in a hurry, man. I cannot support. This is not, I come into town, take over. No, you cannot do that in the NFL. They have to support him. Let's stabilize the coaching. He's had 2 coaches in 1 season.
Correct.
So he's going into a second season, going to be on his 3rd coach.
In his first season. In his first season. Yeah.
2 head coaches. So they make it difficult. Their decision-making makes it very, very difficult. But they got that part right. At least they know they can move on from that. So when you're going into the draft, we don't have to worry about that. Now, how can we support this guy that he can be the best version of himself? All right. And to me, a lot of that has to do with free agency. You cannot continue just draft and try to develop guys. You can have a handful of players like that, but you got to go out and spend real money and get some veteran players to come with that young quarterback.
Yeah.
And then that's really going to help his career. Of course, protect him, put a running game around him.
Okay. And you love Jacksonville going to the playoffs.
Love their whole story. I thought they were under the radar coming into the season, and they're able to even do all these things with Travis Hunter having an abbreviated rookie season. So even as they build this, man, they have some good players. They drafted some good players, and the most important player in the franchise is really starting to see it.
He looks like a completely different player.
No, he is.
Yeah.
And that's what a good coaching and the right system, like, that's what it will do for you. It's like a makeover. It's like, who's that guy? Gave him a shower, washed his hair, shaved him up, like got him on some nutrients and everything. Get him on some of that special sauce, keep you going.
Special sauce is good, bro.
But you come into a room like, hey, man, who are you? It's like, oh, I'm Trevor Lawrence. How you?
Yeah, I don't recognize you.
It's like the real Trevor Lawrence, finally.
Yeah.
And that's great to see because this league is about development.
Mm-hmm.
And he's had some unusual circumstances, but coaching, organization-wise, and then you not developing, they all play a part in it. But it's great to see. And their defense, really, man, their defense is underrated. Like, their defense is way underrated. But Trevor Lawrence, like, he is that guy. The mix between him and Liam Cohen as a head coach there, it's funny. I thought one of the most telling thing was after the game, they're celebrating. They got a lot to celebrate about. Some of the guys on the team had bought him like a custom-made grill. And he took it out the box and put it on in front of the team and everything. And like you got to know your quarterback to do some stuff like that. So for me, it reminded me of a couple times you saw Kirk Cousins and he was wearing the chains and everything, because that type of bonding and camaraderie, man, it's priceless.
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised of how much that carries over to the field, and you start just caring more about each other. Like, everyone's not so super serious and sensitive. Like, we're going at this all the same way. Jacksonville has made tremendous strides. They are like, Tennessee. If you keep making bad decisions, but get someone around your franchise quarterback and support them and keep building it the right way, you can get there. And that's where Jacksonville is. They're there. And the thing about Jacksonville is like, they're facing the Bills and Josh Allen. This is the worst team Josh Allen's had in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So Bills Mafia will show up. So to me, gain control of this game, because you do not want at 8 minutes in the fourth quarter Buffalo to be 3 to 4 points behind and that dude got the ball.
No, nobody wants that.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
Don't take this chance for granted.
Yeah.
You said they won their division throughout the last 4 years?
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Very impressive. Yeah.
That's impressive. They get Travis Hunter back next year, put him at one position,
Yeah, please.
I mean, if they're going to put him at wideout, like, I'm not trying to say put him at wideout, but let him learn the position and get real good at it.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe in year number 3, I believe in giving people stuff by portions.
Correct.
And guess what? When you master this, I'll give you some more.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually he might be returning kicks and everything.
Correct.
But
I'm
getting ready to put you down. Either corner, nickel, receiver, and we're getting ready to do one thing. We're getting ready to do it at a high level. Mm-hmm. I'll let you know when you graduate.
Yeah. I'll let you know when you get next portion.
I ain't holding you back.
I'm trying to help you.
Right.
I got you. All right. The Texans beat the Colts 38-30. They're now 12-5. We know where they're playing. Colts are obviously, it's a wrap. They believe they'll have Daniel Jones back next year. What do you think about because what an unbelievable start they had. We're sitting here however many weeks ago talking about them.
Man, they don't know. We're going to have Daniel Jones back. Yeah, he just tore his Achilles. He's going to have back when, though? Mm-hmm. November? That's what you're getting ready to do?
Mm-hmm.
What about Richardson? They didn't even say anything about him. What about him coming back? Like, so this year, traded for Sauce Gardner, they went all in. How'd that work out? Not so well. So to tell me, oh, I'm not worried Danny Dimes is coming back. I mean, he did look like Danny Dimes, though, a little bit, though. And I give him that. That blending, kind of the theme of our show, chemistry, head coach, system, and quarterback. Like, we see it working. Like, we see it working Carolina. Like, we see it working in Tampa. We see it working in Jacksonville. Like, so, like, let's try to keep, that part, still going, because in the league, it is critical, man, that guy, that system supports that franchise quarterback.
And that's why NFL is like nothing else. You lose your quarterback.
Whew.
You lose your dude.
Whew.
And they're 7-2, whatever their record was. You lose that one dude.
Yeah, that's the way it is, man. It is so quarterback driven, and that's what drives it. And you can't win one without them. Like, there's too many good quarterbacks for you to think you're going to have a marginal quarterback and go through not only NFL season, but then go through the playoffs where you play the best of the best. It's too difficult because that player is responsible for so much productivity, or the other team will put them in a situation that they will be part of the destruction because you can't hide them.
Yeah, you can't hide it due to quarterback.
No.
That's for damn sure. All right, so your Vikings are 9-8, beat the Packers 9-7-1, 16-3. Packers got the last wild card spot, number 7, play Chicago in the first round. Vikes finish over 500 after a pretty tough start. McCarthy 14-23 for 182, but he left the game with another injury. Justin Jefferson had 8 catches for 101 yards. That was Jefferson's 6th season, 1,000 yards. Only third wide receiver to do so. Vikes played well on defense. What do you think is going to be fair? First of all, the Packers got any shot to beat the Bears?
Yes.
Okay, they do. Legitimate shot.
No, absolutely.
Okay, all right. And the Vikings, how you feeling about the Vikings heading into the offseason?
It was a lost season.
Okay.
It was one of those kind of seasons, not about excuses, but everyone has a plan. Okay, what do you do when you get hit? I mean, 28 different offensive line combinations throughout the season. So regardless of the $150 million in outlay of cash that the Will family, the owners of the Vikings, that they put out, I mean, they were one of the biggest spenders this season. So they were all in this year. And no one wants to look out the rearview mirror, but you got to. I mean, Sam Darnold won 14 games again, and he's out in Seattle. They got the number 1 seed. If I can go back again, you can't have you can't be real with yourself and say, man, if I could do that over again, I'd do it different.
Correct.
Like, I'd do it different. J.J. McCarthy, yeah, I know I drafted in the first round, but sometimes in this league, there are extenuating circumstances. And that, to me, it shows that Vikings ultimately, they didn't believe that Sam Darnold can continue to grow levels, or they decided that this other money we're going to put around the rest of the team and J.J. McCarthy, because that's our decision. Now we have to throw money at our decision, and because we got some high-priced players, let's go with this with him being on his rookie contract. And that's the business model. And he was hurt several times, missed significant amount of action. Did he grow? Not enough. Not with that type of roster. Like, that roster is ready to win a Super Bowl now. They should not be packing up, getting ready to go play golf. A lot of them being around the world, traveling and everything. Like, they got too good of a roster not to be playing in the playoffs. But Detroit and Minnesota, the top two, neither one of them playing in the playoffs. So, like, that division, that conference, it's only going to get tougher. But the Vikings, we are in a wait-and-see approach, and it's waiting on the quarterback to see if he's at. Now, I don't know what the Will family is going to do this offseason, but you can't be pleased with spending $150 million and turning out to be 9-8.
And if you were the general manager.
And Brian Flores' contract is up. So I don't think he'll leave and go laterally, but There's going to be several other jobs open up. I do believe he is the best candidate. Like, he is the next guy to be able to take over, just like Ben Johnson did. The way he communicates that offense, change that culture in Chicago immediately. I do believe that Brian Flores is the next, great coordinator, is going to go somewhere and change the franchise instantly.
And if Chris Carter was a GM, would you be confident that J.J. McCarthy can lead your team of these dudes that are ready to win now, next year? Would you bring somebody else in because you're not confident that he can?
I'm going to bring someone else in, but I got to be able to bring him in at the right price.
Okay.
Because he's also shown that he can't stay healthy.
Correct.
Like, this is where, they had several instances in yesterday's game, and you can tell he's just a kid. As the team is coming off the field in different sequences at the end of the game, he's apologizing to the offensive players for being hurt. Like, man, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry.
Young.
But, like, this is not a I'm sorry business. Like, I don't even have time to compartmentalize you're sorry during the game. I'm out here fighting with the Packers. I'm trying to get to 9-8 because at least have a winning record. Like, we are too good of a football team to be struggling the way we do. Like, there's going to be a time for that, but it is not right now, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it is not right now. I have been in too many of them moments, too much. So, to me, it's hard to be a pro. It's hard to learn, and it's impossible when you're on the sideline. You cannot lead from the sideline.
Yeah.
Guys mute you out. Guys do not listen to you. If you are not out there with them, dodging bullets, in the battle, losing with them, man, there is a disconnect.
Yeah.
There is a disconnect. And there's a reason why they only keep so many veterans and stuff after they've had great careers around, the locker room. Because when you can't play that, man, when you lose your mojo, it's like,
Ain't nobody listening.
No,
No.
ain't nobody listening.
No, you ain't out there.
Nope.
Mm-mm. Can't lead from the front when you're on the sidelines with your guys. All right.
Yeah.
The Falcons, and this game had playoff implications, but not for either one of those teams. They beat the Saints. So Falcons finished 8-9, Saints 6-11. They won 19-17. Tyler Show continues to show that 259 yards, 34 rushing, touchdown, interception. What do you think about him going forward as a quarterback and with the Saints? What do you think about both these?
That's Coach Kitley's boy.
Yeah, I know.
Tyler Schlock, man. Yeah. Good dude. I mean, he's surprised. Better athlete.
Okay.
Better athlete than you anticipated, but he can make all the throws also. The Saints found one.
Okay.
They didn't spend an exorbitant amount of money, so they can put some other talent around them. Chris Olave, the receiver there, the Buckeyes had a career high, had over 100 catches. I think 1,100 yards, some close to 1,200 yards receiving this year. Gracie put some other people around them. They had traded away the other receiver to Seattle, and he's helping Seattle, so they got to put some firepower around them. But I like what they're doing.
Okay.
Headed in the right direction.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Patriots destroyed the Dolphins 38-10. They are the number 2 seed. They played the Chargers at home in a wild card round.
Mm-hmm.
Pats 14 wins, most since 2016 Super Bowl season. Drake May, great day, 14-18, 191 yards, 1 touchdown, 41 yards rushing. Stevenson rushed for 132 yards, a couple touchdowns. Henderson had 2 touchdowns as well. Pats held the Dolphins, but everybody holds the Dolphins to nothing. 180 yards, and they sacked Ewers 4 times. Mm-hmm. Ewers was 16-23, 137 yards, and a touchdown interception. First thing, or either way, Patriots' chances moving on in the playoffs, and what do you think about the Dolphins and their quarterback situation for next year?
Well, the Dolphins have pretty much, let you know, by benching Tua and allowing, other players to play. Like, they don't have their franchise quarterback. Mm-hmm. Like, they do know that. Like, you cannot beat the Jets, the Patriots, and Buffalo. With who's New England's quarterback?
Drake May.
Okay. Who's in Buffalo?
Josh Allen.
And they getting a new stadium in Buffalo for next year and everything, and Josh Allen going over from the old one over to the new one. Same Josh Allen. Mm-hmm. You can't move forward with that kid, man. You better go. You ain't in the same stratosphere. Like, what kind of business model you guys? All right, guys, this is where we're gonna go. They got a general up there. Josh Allen, okay, all right. They got a dude in New England. All right. Who we got? Who we sending out to battle these guys?
To lead the troops, it's gonna be Ewers. He gonna lead the troops.
No, that's Rap City, man. They have made that now. Now the thing is, we fired a general manager. We're getting rid of the franchise quarterback, some type of form or fashion. Do we keep the coach?
It seems like they're going to, right?
No, absolutely. Like they seem like he wasn't part of the problem. So moving forward, so
how is he not part of the problem?
This is where you think of. Do you think you can get better
than McDaniel?
And, yes. And this is the thing now. This is not a hot year for candidates. They're not a whole list of. You might make a couple retreads unless you decide to go with the number one candidate is Mike McCarthy.
Okay.
You know, former Cowboys, former Packer head coach. Do you go with him? So that's what the owner
over
is.
McDaniel,
okay.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's the decision that they're looking at. All right, you're not Steven Ross, but
no, I'm not.
Right, but
I
then
paid two of that money.
And then the other thing is, I had a thought. I mean, to me, I'm going to clean house because it's not only the football; it's all the other stuff that he either taught or allowed.
Yeah, correct. Good way to put it. Probably allowed because you're watching.
Because you're the guy.
Correct.
You know, so for me, no, I gotta make a clean sweep and really try, to change the culture internally, and I believe it starts with the quarterback, which I think they made that decision. The general manager, he had enough years to be able to make it, so you can't cry unfair. He had plenty. And to me, the head coach had plenty of time. First time as a head coach, learning experience. Yes, I do believe he's a great coordinator. I do like portions of his offense. I don't believe they have enough variances to be able to attack teams. And I do believe it's a warm weather type offense. Because you got a lot of smaller, fast guys.
Well, they just went up to New England and scored 10 points. So,
yeah,
there you go. The Bills, 12-5, beat the hell out of the Jets. But who doesn't? Jets finished 3-14, 35-8. Bills log up number 6 seed. They'll go to Jacksonville. Even with the backups, Bills, Jets with 209 yards rushing. They had 470 total yards. Bills defense held the Jets to a total of 122 yards for the entire game. Jets set a single season record, which is impressive in the NFL, by not having one single interception. What do you think about Aaron Glenn and the Jets for next year?
I'm trying to think about, besides just time, what's my excuse for them moving forward? You're like, so, to me, though, I've watched the Jets, and, I've watched this happen to so many good coaches. You don't become a head coach of the Jets being a bad coach, but their good coaching and their instincts can't overcome the organization. Richard Saleh, you think he forgot to play football? Guess what? When he went back to San Francisco, guess what the results end up being? With less personnel, relatively the same. Because guess what? He got a dude as the general manager, John Lynch, Hall of Famer. He got a dude as the head coach. All right? He's got one of the best owners in all of sports in what they do in San Francisco. Organizations win these things, man. Organizations ruin good coaches and good players.
Yeah.
Richard Saleh, man, all his top players out. Boza, out. Fred Warner, out. So what? No excuses. Retool, readapt, put a good product out there. He learned a lot of football on the flight from getting fired by the Jets, flying back to San Francisco.
It is a long flight. It's cross country.
Man, he must have had one of those somebody reading a book to him about football and everything. Man,
it's one hell of a flight.
Yes.
Yeah, you forget a lot in New York.
Man,
when you're with the Jets.
Man, he got real smart. Guess what? When he left the building.
Mm-hmm.
So Aaron Glenn is in a difficult situation. I saw him help Dan Campbell change that culture.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't believe their defense was better without him.
Correct.
So when I look at, what happened in Detroit, the same guy that was calling the plays defensively went to New York. The guy that was calling the plays offensively went to Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them great coordinators. Man, this support staff and where you are in organizational talent, man, it matters.
Yeah. And Ben Johnson wasn't looking for the Jets job.
No
Desire to go to New York.
No.
Wasn't even on the list.
No, he turned them down 3 or 4 times. He's like, didn't I tell you no?
Stop calling me, bro.
No means no.
I don't care what you want. No means no.
Yeah.
All right. So the Lions, 9-8.
You ain't heard that in a minute.
I ain't heard that in a minute. That's right. Beat the Bears, who finished 11-6, 19-16. Bears win the division. Second seed, they're going to host the Packers. Caleb Williams, 20-33, 212 yards, couple touchdowns for an interception. Goff, 27-42, 331, and a touchdown. Amon St. Brown at 139 yards. What do you think about the Lions heading into the offseason, the Bears heading into the playoffs?
Well, the Lions and the Vikings, they both have to, have some really top level because they're too talented not to be in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit in particular, I believe specifics, just like Minnesota, I worry about the injuries. And it's not this year's injuries. I worry about the last 2 years' injuries. Coming down the stretch last year, that's what prevented them from reaching their potential. Injuries, especially on the defensive side of the ball. So I'm going to look at how I'm doing business there from a nutrition, strength and conditioning standpoint, that part of the building. I definitely have to examine. They have so many good players, a lot of young players. They develop their players. I like them. I like Jared Goff. I like where they're at. I do believe that next year, because it won't be those expectations, Detroit to me, they got better personnel than Jacksonville had, not on the defensive side of the ball. To me, they could be like Jacksonville next year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, people didn't know. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're that good. But guess what? Green Bay's going to be better, too. They're going to have Michael Parsons come back. Guess what?
Be as young.
Hey, guess what?
Year.
Chicago's going to be better.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, guess what? Minnesota.
Correct.
They're going to be better. They're not going to have 28, offensive line combinations throughout the season. So, tough division. Like, you have to really be honest with yourself, look at yourself, and make some real improvements. And just a little tinkering, especially Detroit, trying to keep those guys healthy on the defensive side of the ball, I do believe is a game changer for them.
Got it. Okay. Washington finishes 5-12. They beat the Eagles 24-17. Eagles finished 11-6. Eagles are the third seed. They're going to host the Niners. Eagles play with a bunch of backups, and Washington ran for 143 yards. Josh Johnson started through for 131 yards. What's the Washington situation next year, and how do you think the Eagles are going to do in the playoffs?
Man, the Eagles are a tough team to gauge because I don't know. I mean, they got a Jekyll and Hyde like no one. But when you get in these situations, they do have tremendous experience over the rest of the field.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because I even take in consideration the Super Bowl that they lost 3 years ago. Like, people think, oh, yeah, they're Super Bowl champs now. But, man, they got a lot of guys, been in a lot of big-time games, and they are uber talented. Their defense could take them to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Like, their defense could dominate and take them to the Super Bowl, especially since they got Jalen Carter back. Like, they struggled those 4 weeks. He wasn't there. But the last 2 with him, whoo, that dude is hell on wheels. So they're a different defense. He presents so many mismatches on the outside because you have to concentrate right there on him, and Davis right there in the middle. So Philadelphia, to me, I would not bet against them.
Okay.
Like, I would take them in any game except at Seattle. NFC Championship in Seattle, I'm taking Seattle to go win that game. I don't think they're going to be able to score a whole bunch of points against Seattle's defense.
Any other game, you got them in the playoffs.
Yes.
Until if they go to Seattle.
Any matchup. Yeah, anyone.
No
Go up and down the lineup. Anyone.
Don't matter.
Anyone.
They go to Chicago, you don't care, whatever they got to do.
You think Chicago wants to play Philly with all that experience? And, they love playing in the cold? No, so yes.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, it would be by a slight margin, but I got to take Philly over the field except the number one team, Seattle.
Okay. Washington, any thoughts on them after their 5-12 season?
They got to take care of their quarterback. Like, they have to retool this year. And this is one of the issues when you have, instant success in the league. You think you know. Now, I do trust in Dan Campbell.
Okay.
And how he's going to treat the situation. I do believe they're going to be drastically better. And, they caught lightning in a bottle last season. Mm-hmm. It's hard to do that again. They were not that good of a football team, and we know without Jaden, they're not that good a football team. Yeah. So I do believe it's a good offseason for him. They'll reset. The last, say, 24 months for him have been so hectic. Combine training, all those interviews, all those visits, drafted by Washington, skyrocket them at the end of the season, into the playoffs, upset, all that attention, the off-season, endorsements. Mom couldn't keep all them girls away from him. Mom tried, but just becoming a superstar in Washington, one of the great franchises, and then coming back for season number 2, okay, everyone knows about Washington. Then he gets nicked.
Yeah.
So now in year number 3, I expect them to recalibrate. I'm looking for special things from him. I believe he's a special player, special human being. Good things are going to happen for him.
Broncos 14-3 beat the 11-6 Chargers 19-3. Broncos number 1 seed. First time since 2015. Broncos played starters the whole game because they were playing for the number 1 seed. Bo Nix had 141 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions, 49 yards rushing. Chargers rested Herbert, backup Trey Lance, 20-44. What do you think about Broncos defense sacked him 4 times, held the Chargers 217 yards. Broncos set, you talked about this probably week 4 or 5, Broncos set a franchise record with 68 sacks, only 4 short of the 1984 Bears, a 72. What do you think the Broncos can do here with that offense? You say it goes missing a lot.
Right. Tell me those defensive numbers again, and who is that team you compared them to?
Broncos set a franchise record with 68 sacks, only 4 short of the 84 Bears, and that's an all-time record. They had 72 sacks. 84 Bears.
I don't care what team, what league, anywhere. If you have those type of stats, that is something that travels.
Mm-hmm.
Defense, sacking the quarterback. Did you say they had home field advantage?
They have home field advantage.
One of the toughest places in the world to be able to try to orchestrate offense, silent snap count, mile high. Those are all intangibles you can't overcome. It's going to take a Herculean approach, even with an above-average offense, to beat Denver in Denver, and it's going to be hard to score some points, against that defense. To me, they are the favorite to represent the AFC.
Okay.
And guess what? Ain't no Lamar.
Mm-mm.
Josh Allen, man, he's coming to the party, man, in a Prius.
He's still driving.
Patrick Mahomes at the crib, man, getting a haircut, man. He chilling. I saw the brace on his legs. I don't think he's gonna be too good this week. It's one of those type of years that a Bo Nix team, led by Sean Payton, with that defense. I mean, they make a lot of sense to me.
Okay.
Even as average as their offense is, they make a lot of sense because of the other things that I just can't unhear. 66 sacks?
68 sacks. 4 short.
6.
68.
4 short of 72
yesterday. Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, they're a problem on defense.
I mean, playing it, man, that crowd, like, and they know their football, man, that's going to be so loud. To me, the biggest hurdle for them will be overcoming the bye week. Not complacency, but they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they don't know. Like, they don't have that playoff experience. That's what I'm telling you about Philly. We know how to treat this. We know how to play the wild card week. Okay, we know how to win the divisional round. Okay, yeah, we know how to go on the road. We done done that before too. Like, so, those that's probably what I would be concerned about, and you're not going to know that until you probably play the first quarter and a half of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how did they adjust to being the top dog?
But it's funny you say the Broncos and their fans, like, you watch the games. So you were playing the game. So you go to the stadium. I went first time I ever went. My buddy's like, where are we sitting? I said, oh, it's like the first row. We get down there. He said, there's just benches. I said, bro, it's Denver. Like, these fans, in the whole game, there ain't nothing they don't, like, it's different than watching a game in a lot of other stadiums. It's not, forget about Miami not being good. Just the mentality. And it's 2 degrees out, and they're sitting on ice cold benches. They don't give a shit. They don't need seats and people bringing them food and heat. They're good.
They're
good, bro.
They are outdoors people.
They're different.
Okay.
Different folks.
It's like Green Bay.
No doubt.
It's like Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Like these, I don't mind being in the elements. I signed up for it. It's not like a lot of these fans. They feel like they got tricked.
Yeah.
The weather's bad. What
did you think was going to?
What you think?
You were outside before you walked in the stadium.
Global warming didn't hit here. No, it's going to be cold.
No, it'd be damn
cold.
Ugly. You should have stayed home and watched on TV if you didn't like it. Rams 12-5 beat the Cardinals 3-14. Stafford was 25 of 40, 259 yards, 4 touchdowns. Who wins the MVP, Stafford or Drake May?
I think Stafford.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 42 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Stafford, and just the whole story. Drake May, it's impressive. I think if they get the first seed and they have, the bye all the way through, like he's the player on that team. But just to be mentioned, like you and Stafford,
mm-hmm.
and I think Stafford too. This is, and it's not they're dropping the standard. It's a quarterback award, but sometimes you get opportunity. It's a lifetime achievement.
Mm-hmm.
And for him to be able to play the way he played, coming to the season with a bad back, a lot of question marks and everything, like you got to give it to him. Like you got to give him Puka. Man, he made Puka like that way. Devontae Adams, all those touchdowns. But that's because you got Matthew Stafford.
Mm-hmm.
Like let's stand up and clap a little bit. Let's give him that.
Okay.
Like let's give him that. He earned it. Also, man, he didn't get his career ruined in Detroit.
Mm-mm. No.
Like he's always been a gunslinger needing an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we're seeing here at the end of his career.
Okay.
Great performance this season.
Myles Garrett sets the sack record, 23, and the Browns 20-18 win over the Bengals. We talked about him a ton. We know how great he is. Shedeur Sanders was 3-4 as a starter. What do you think about the Browns and their quarterback situation moving forward next year after you've seen Sanders play 7 games?
I don't think the Browns think that they have their franchise quarterback.
Okay.
Now, the Browns had a great draft.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I'm going back in there, and I'm going to give Deshaun Watson an opportunity to win the job, too. Like, so, he's going to be part of the equation.
Okay.
Dylan Gabriel's going to be part of it, and Shedeur's going to be part of it. I do believe that they've all earned that.
Yeah.
Deshaun's under contract, guaranteed money. You're not getting ready to get paid by me, but we're going to see what you can do. Because if you can be better than them, it's still an opportunity there. I'm going to upgrade the wide receivers.
Okay.
And I'm probably going to get me another running back because Junkin is hurt. And so I can, go at them that way. But you know how this team's got to be built. You got to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. You got to build out slinging against the Bengals. Mm-hmm. And you got to beat Baltimore.
Okay. Now you were very honest about don't follow me in your picks, but I still want your picks.
Okay.
I want to hear what you have to say.
Yep.
Buffalo at Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Chargers at the Patriots.
Patriots.
Houston at Pittsburgh.
Houston.
Okay. Rams going to Carolina.
Rams.
Green Bay going to Chicago.
Chicago.
And the Niners going to Philly.
Philly.
Okay. And you still believe that Seattle's your favorite in the NFC and Broncos are your favorite in the AFC. Both the 1 seed you believe, which would make sense. But
yeah, and it's just not because they are 1 seed.
Yeah.
There are traits that you have to get through a 17-game schedule to get that.
Yeah.
And they have some intangibles. They happen to be venues that have been legendary home field advantages.
Right.
Both of the quarterbacks, there's tremendous doubt, but the combination of what they can do defensively, that's what makes them the favorite. And the way that they run the ball. Denver's going to run it effectively. Seattle really runs it effectively. And out of those teams, I believe that Seattle is a better team than Denver.
Okay.
So even if they got to the Super Bowl,
You think Seattle takes them?
Man, Seattle's got a really good team.
Yeah.
And this is without all those players in the playoffs and Josh being in a Prius, man. And if you want to steal a Super Bowl, 2026
is the one to steal.
Yes,
It's the one to grab a hold of.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about some college football before we wrap up. Oregon shuts out Texas Tech. That was a game I was at, and that was hard to watch. I always find it like obviously the dude can play quarterback. He's playing Texas Tech, but as you said, in the college football playoffs, he was the least talented dude at quarterback left in the playoffs, and it showed they couldn't move the ball at all. Oregon D shut him down, held him to 215 yards, turned him over 3 times, sacked him 4 times. Oregon now plays undefeated Indiana, who beat Oregon 30-20 in October. What do you think about and Indiana beats the living shit out of Alabama. Indiana held Alabama to 193 yards. Mendoza had 199 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. So what do you think about both those games and their matchup coming up?
Wow. You have to believe the video evidence in Indiana. I was at the Big Ten Championship.
Yeah.
Great matchup. Like, they got real guys, but what people aren't recognizing with Indiana is the coach is really good and the quarterback's really good, and they have a bunch of veteran players. Like, I think they only have maybe like 2 sophomores. One of the cornerbacks, my guy Jeremiah Smith's teammate, high school teammate, who plays corner, good player,
Okay.
and Charlie Parker, the receiver.
Okay.
The rest of these guys are 4, 5, 6-year dudes.
Dudes. They're grown
Yes.
men.
Ohio State won it last year with a lot of veteran players, so they should be the favorite. I do believe that they are better than Oregon. I believe Oregon have some weaknesses. Now, Oregon might have the best player in Dante Moore.
Yeah.
Now, if he decided to go off, like if he goes off, I could see that. But to me, I'm going to take Indiana.
Okay. Ole Miss beats Georgia 39-34. Chambliss passed 362 yards and a couple touchdowns.
Let me go back just a little bit.
Yep.
And Alabama, that's who Alabama is.
Yeah. 38-3, that's who Alabama is?
That's who Alabama is.
Really?
Alabama really only had one performance to me in the last couple years, and that was winning at Georgia, that I thought that, okay, maybe they have turned the corner. Like, they got good players and everything, but this is nowhere close to the physicality.
It was 38-3.
Like, if you talk about, like, if Oklahoma has any type of quarterback, they beat them. Like, they don't beat Oklahoma. They got smacked 2 of the last 3 matches. Georgia smacked them, and Indiana smacked them. Like, you cannot be happy with your football program in situations like that.
Right.
At neutral sites, you got smacked. They didn't go to Indiana. They didn't go to Georgia and get smacked. They were both at neutral sites. So their overall physical, when you watch them play, they do not move the line of scrimmage the way they do. They do not have the same type of disciplines. They cannot run the football. Alabama cannot run the football.
The University of Alabama,
Yeah.
Roll Tide.
They got plenty of receivers and everything, but their quarterback is decent. But the physicality part is not there for
How do you think Kellen DeBoer is doing now in this offseason?
There's some regret. I know they wish he had gone to Michigan. Those people up there not as mean.
Definitely not.
Hey, he wished maybe he missed a kick or something in that Oklahoma game. I could got out of town. But they will never let him forget this.
Yeah.
Like, you would have thought they lost to App State. Like, they need Indiana to win the national championship.
And by like 40.
No, they need
they trash everybody.
Like, they need Indiana.
If Oregon beats them, he's gonna have a tough time.
Ooh. But it does guarantee one Big Ten team will be in the championship game after winning the last two national championships.
That is right. Ole Miss beat Georgia. So Ole Miss, how about Lane Kiffin? Do you think he's sitting back? And obviously, timing was what it was, LSU. What if Ole Miss actually goes on and wins a championship on a team he was coaching? And he goes to LSU for 5 years and don't win a national championship.
It's almost it's the Brian Kelly.
Yeah.
Remember, I leave Notre Dame because I can't get into the national team.
And there they go.
Marcus Freeman, no problem. Give me them groceries you working with there, bro. Let me cook up a meal. Hey.
And you didn't win no national championship when you left. Yeah.
And he was in the national championship game quickly.
Yeah. 100%.
Like, so that's on the board. Okay. Watch Ole Miss play, especially their defensive front, and you will see all the traits, all the violence the SEC.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Like, this is going to be a headbanger game. And they have elite talent. Quarterback, wide receiver, running back. I'm talking about pro talent.
Yeah.
Like, Ole Miss is talented, man. Like, talented. Kirby Smart in Georgia. I know Kirby will have them ready, prepared. But this is the best Ole Miss team in the history of Ole Miss.
No doubt.
Okay, so, and I'm going to tell you this. If Lane Kiffin was coaching Ole Miss, I would be favoring Ole Miss.
Okay. Against Miami, you would be.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Do you think he's sitting back going, mother, I wish I was there. Damn, what a run.
Well, he's a psycho. Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
But he wants to be their coach and still go to LSU.
100%. That's what he wanted.
And go to LSU.
Both. I'm coming to you. Let me coach.
No,
and Ole Miss is like, no, we ain't going to do that, bro. We're good. Miami upsets your Buckeyes 24-14. I didn't see that coming. Miami D, 5 sacks, 2 picks, held Ohio State to 45 yards rushing. We most entertaining thing of the game was watching Michael Irvin on the sidelines. Your boy Ray Lewis was there. Miami now plays Ole Miss semifinals. What happened to Miami-Ohio State game?
Up front, the physicality.
Just beat the shut them up front.
And, I mean, that's part of the game. Like, you don't even have to be real smart to build.
Yep.
But because that physicality took them out of their running game. Mm-hmm. Ohio State had a couple runs, but the secondary would get their back. The back couldn't make the last guy miss. So Ohio State in their running game couldn't make enough plays to help with that passing game to build slow them. They knew they couldn't stop Jeremiah. Like, he's gonna get his. Let's let him get his, but we're gonna make it tough on everyone else. But the difference in this game was Carson Beck.
Yeah.
I think he had 12, 14 completions and then the second quarter of the game, because when they blitzed and they got into bad looks, he was able to get them out. Those short throws at the goal line, red zone, where he gets the running back, puts it on the running back before Sonny Styles, the linebacker, can get out in the coverage. A couple third down pickups, like that efficiency, to me, was the difference. And Julian Sand being a freshman, the quarterback for Ohio State. And there were a couple times he should have ran the football, didn't run. You could see that it sped up his play, even though they were effective throwing the ball. Like, Miami was a better football team on that day.
Got it.
Like, that's why you don't play a series. That's why it's about that game and those things. Their pass rush, they're taking Ohio State out of their run game, and Carson Beck's ability to be so efficient and those 12 to 14 completions in a row, that's what kept them that decisive margin and wouldn't let Ohio State get any type of momentum.
So you like Indiana over Oregon. Who you like? You like Miami over Ole Miss?
I'm going to take Miami in the game, and a lot of it has to do with the lack of continuity. When Ole Miss wins that game, part of their coaching staff didn't even go back to Ole Miss's office. They went with LSU to start recruiting because the portal's open. So to me, there's less movement in Miami. Their coaches aren't going anywhere. Mm-hmm. And
a lot more stability.
Yeah, and I do believe that, this is the most confidence. That win over Ohio State kind of reaffirmed that, Miami is back. Like when you beat a team like that, Miami is back. I mean, I saw a stat that was so freaking unbelievable, and I do believe it will help the confidence. Since Miami and Ohio State played in that game 25 years ago, I think Ohio State has won 10 games 20 times.
Okay.
They've had 10 win seasons 20 times since then.
Okay.
So Miami being able to get that win in the college football playoffs, I do believe will be tremendous momentum, for them moving forward. Tremendous confidence. Okay. Like they should have real confidence compared to Oregon's win.
Correct.
Over Texas Tech. Mm-hmm. Like you're going to come out of that game with some confidence. You're playing Indiana, which you played earlier in the year, which I do believe is going to be difficult. But, what Miami accomplished, who they accomplished it against, it will mean well for them.
Who do you like in the final if it's Miami and Indiana?
I mean, I like Indiana.
Yeah.
I think they're the best team in college football. I think that they didn't start out as the best team, but they're going to end up as the best team in college football. And them and Miami have beaten the best team, the most talented team, which is Ohio State.
Right. Okay. It'll be a good matchup. All right.
Yes.
Wrap up with comments. Curb Church 1714. No show does it better. My gosh, I wait for each episode. 2 dudes talking ball, period. One straight up dude who has questions ready to go and get straight to it. The other is a freaking Hall of Famer who just tells it, I love this show. Thank you. Realist 8935. Word is Lamar Jackson missed practice again. He hurt his finger that he uses to scramble the Xbox controller. All right. John Knows Sports 5624. Quote, I don't go down to Popeyes and fuck with you while you're frying fish. LOL. That was good. That was good. That's got to go one of the Hall of Fame comments on the show. That was good. Paris.
I forgot I said that.
Yeah, that was fucking funny. Paris 145. Maybe it is just me. This is the best sports show, hands down. Always thought Chris Carter was that dude on First Things First.
Well, thank you, bro. We appreciate it.
Edward Godwin, 9828. Great point, Chris, about Dan Campbell with that tough guy approach. My question, if Detroit has another down year but worse, do you think he could potentially get fired next year?
Absolutely not. Zero. To change a culture that Detroit, to change culture is harder than changing anything.
Okay.
Like
he's good no matter what happens next year.
No. What has he done?
I'm not saying he has.
I mean, what about all them injuries?
I'm just asking this question.
All those injuries.
The only thing he would be doing is they better get another training staff or nutrition staff or whatever else they get hurt again like this for
there's levels to this. That's why Baltimore is where they are. That's why Pittsburgh is where they are. Like you got a winner in the building. You get ready to throw a winner out?
Yeah.
You ain't,
oh, dude, I'm just asking.
You're taking the abuse for him. All right.
Okay, I'll take it. Okay.
You got a winner in the building.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's build on that. Don't be like Philadelphia did with Andy Reid. He lost several NFC championships. They want to fight. Man, fight. He's almost there. Like, let's help him get over the hump.
Correct.
Like, Detroit is not far off. Detroit will be one of the favorites next year to be in the Super Bowl. No.
Okay.
Relax, man. I know it's cold up there. Relax, man. Relax.
Stephen Taylor, 2072. Every year the Cowboys talk, this is a year, and it hasn't been their year in over 30 years.
I agree.
Yeah.
And guess what? It won't be next year. Okay.
It will not be.
It will
but
not
Jerry will still be getting paid.
Yeah, they will not be one of the favorites next year in the NFC. I can guarantee you
No doubt. King C21, CC, Sean, we are on our way to 100 episodes. I appreciate all the Brian Flores support. What's a better head coaching job for him between the Giants and the Bengals?
If he had the choice, this is the thing. Now, I'm going to be better defensively, and I got better personnel defensively. I got a young quarterback on his first deal. I got legendary franchise are the Bengals with Joe Burrow. I got to take the Giants job.
Well, there's no way you're going to say Cincinnati. You don't like them guys anyway.
It's like
the team, the program. You know you love Joe Burrow.
Well, do I believe that he's going to, because he spent the money on, I'm trying to think of what Brian is going to be wanting and trying to do. He said, I need some juice on the defense.
And no money.
Right. I like Joe Burrows, but I'd much rather have Dart on his first contract and their offensive personnel, because they got some cats on that defense. They are a top 10 defense next year. I don't know, where is he in Cincinnati? The top 25 defense? How much money they going to spend, resources? So to me, the Giants. Got
it. Killer, Miller, Q. Solid ass show, fellas. Happy holidays. Thank you. Curb Church 1714. Chris, is there a way the UFL could somehow become a developmental league and try to solve the quarterback issue? It would mean that the UFL would have to change its schedule and also make a deal with the NFL to stack rosters. Do you see any way of something like that happening? Would it make a difference?
No, man. Quarterbacks are like starting pitchers. Now, someone gave these people the idea that we're going to have enough of them to be able to. Now, quarterbacks, we do have enough of them. We have enough great, we have enough good, we have enough average. For the NFL, the NFL does not have a quarterback problem. So no, UFL will never be a developmental league for quarterbacks, because there is no development that is better than the NFL, because you can't simulate the pressure, the talent. So the best way to develop players is to play them in the league.
Yeah, in the league.
And also, we have a free development system. It's called college football. You should check it out. They fucking play some good ball. Check out
they do a lot of development.
We got a couple of kids really can spin it.
Yeah.
We got a couple going to be in this year's draft. They're in this year's college playoff.
Watch them. They're being developed.
They can really. I don't know how many great quarterbacks do you want. I think in the league we have at least 10. I believe we have at least another 10 good ones. So we got 20 good to great quarterbacks in the league. We've got 32 teams.
Okay.
So no, we don't have a quarterback problem.
Mad Dog Wright, 82-84. Assuming T. Higgins is gone next year, is the Bengals receiving core with Chase, Losavas, Tinsley, and Zachariah Branch good enough? Losivas? I don't know. If T. Higgins is gone next year.
Well, they have to make an adjustment. They got to get some defensive help.
Okay.
And I don't know if T. Higgins is gone. I don't know what gave him the T. Higgins. They just signed him to.
He was just.
They signed him to a long-term contract.
Okay.
They gave him a lot of money.
He probably ain't going nowhere.
I don't think so. Unless that dude knows something I don't know. I don't think he does.
I don't think the Mad Dog, we got to worry about it.
No, I don't think Mad Dog does no more than I do. No, I don't think so.
Mr. Dynamic Biz, another quote. In Pittsburgh, his mama wouldn't throw him the ball. In an Indy rookie quarterback, pants get soiled when he feels NFL pressure. CC is on a roll. Silver.
I'm just trying to give some visuals, man.
The visuals are good. They're tight. The visuals are good.
They wear white pants with the Colts. Hey, bro, this is going to be a problem. And Aaron Rodgers couldn't throw the ball. You saw the ball he threw to last night.
Yeah.
You didn't have no one.
No, they brought Thielen, everybody out trying to catch the ball.
Yeah.
I think it was early. What's his name said? He's like, bro, they just can't get no separation. Like, you mad at Ben? Like, there's no. I mean, you mad at Ben? You mad at Aaron? There's no separation. Like, nobody's open.
No.
You know, as a wide receiver, Collins was freaking out. He's like, dude, there's zero separation.
No.
He just drops back to throw it, and ain't nobody there.
No.
It's like they're covering the defensive backs.
No.
Mr. Dynamic Biz. I'm sorry. Silver_79. CC, do you think Rodgers comes back next year to make the playoffs, which they did, or do you think he hangs it up after this year regardless?
Hangs it up.
Okay.
Done.
Now, you had said that earlier. Bill Howard, 1958. Solid podcast that speaks well knowledge. Thank you, Bill. Matthew D. 84. I'd gladly take Andy Reid in Pittsburgh.
You're not going to go get Andy Reid in Pittsburgh.
Andy Reid's going anywhere.
No. But let me tell you something. If you put Andy Reid on the same budget and the same business model as Mike Tomlin, you're not going to be happy with the results either.
Yeah, correct.
Like, Andy Reid spent some money on his quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no. Andy Reid needs some personnel around him.
Mm-hmm.
No. Stop that, man. Like, you're doing yourself a disservice.
You're doing yourself a disservice.
Yes.
The King's Place Gospel DJ C4847. Without even looking or listening to the video, it's interesting how some can play until their late 30s to early 40s with similar injuries from time to time and never get these sort of questions by mainstream or independent media.
I don't know. Let's go through.
I don't know what he's talking about. I'm actually confused. MZ Rom. I think Phillip Rivers has exceeded expectations and inspired a lot of folks. He has a great sense of humor about himself, too. I don't think the Colts or Rivers had any delusions that he was going to play like a franchise quarterback.
Listen, man. Okay. You said a couple of things there, but let me tell you what he didn't do. Phillip Rivers didn't inspire nobody. Like, no one's getting called by the NFL and coming off the couch from coaching high school football. Like, this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing, man. Like, this is not like, oh, man, we can build on this. Hey, let's build a business model after this. No. Old people are old people. I'm old. No one's calling.
You weren't inspired to go back out there and play? You weren't excited?
No, it let me know how smart. I told you, I went back out there after only being gone for 6 months, and they almost killed me.
So not after a number of years, you ain't going back out there.
They had the kidney expert. Dude was top 5 in the country in Fort Lauderdale. I'm not going to tell you the hospital and everything. Dude came into my room and said there's good news and there's bad news. And at that time, you know, there was tremendous publicity around Alonzo Mourning and his kidney.
Yeah.
And he was like, you don't have that.
Okay. That was the good news.
Yeah, that was the good news.
Okay.
Bad news is your kidney only working 20%. I was like, oh, Lord, I'm done. I need more than 20% of my kidney.
So they almost killed your ass when you came back.
Right, yeah.
No,
I fell down on my knees in the hospital. He said, man, are you all right? I said, no, man, I'm praying. You can't help me.
God's got me.
Yeah, I got to go to the upper room.
God's got me.
to the upper room.
That's the way to go. Frederick Dampier, 8269. George Pickens ain't worth $40 million per season.
Yeah. Guess what? Rolls Royce ain't worth $500,000 either. But guess what? I'm getting ready to go out and get in my car. It's not a Rolls Royce, but I'm getting ready to drive past a bunch of them.
You will from here. You will from here to
I'm
FAU.
getting ready to go
pass at least 5.
A bunch of them now. Yeah. I'm gonna be scooting in a little Maserati, but they will be Rolls Royces, and trust me, they are not worth.
But people pay it.
Yes,
but they get it. They're not worth it, but they get it.
Let me tell you something. Let me give you a business tip. Let me give you a piece of wisdom. I don't know. I have never met anyone that was overpaid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you got the marketing, the branding, I don't care if you have to hypnotize. If you can make someone pay you, all right, that's what you worth.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I learned that from Dennis Green. Dennis Green used to come down and say, listen, don't have your agent call me. I will tell you what you're worth to me. Now, you might think you're worth something else, but you ain't worth that here.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no problem. I will ship you somewhere else where you think you can get that. But let me tell you what you're worth here. You are worth what someone will pay you.
Correct.
So Pickens is worth $40 million.
Okay.
Because he's getting ready to force somebody. Right?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, he's not as good as Chase. It got nothing to do with it. Guess what? When the next quarterback comes up, like Dak Prescott's not the best quarterback in the NFL, but the way his contract got sequenced, he's the highest paid. Next quarterback comes up, he's going to be higher paid than him.
Yep.
Lamar, they have to pay him. He's got a $70 million cap hit. They got to pay Lamar next year. Lamar going to be getting $60 million.
Crazy, dude.
He can buy a lot of food at that food truck at night. The munchies kick in. When the munchies kick in,
get whatever you
play
want.
a lot of video
To
games.
induce the munchies. He won't run out of no money. He'll be fine. All right. Last one. Brian Hunt 269. This is the best sports podcast. Two men, solid men, just telling it like it is. CC, I missed you on Fox, but you're back, bro. It's an honor watching this podcast. Thank you, gentlemen, and God bless.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, man. And on that note, I thank you. We thank y'all. We appreciate you. We're back next week. Don't miss. Thanks for joining us today. Have a great week.